And I think that raises the fascinating question of to what extent philosophers writing books shape societies and shape the way that people think. Is Hume that reflecting something that was present in his society anyway, sort of zeitgeist that he's simply putting into words, do you think? Or do you think that he is shaping in his own writing the way that people think? In other words, do you think that philosophy matters that much?
Well, if Karl Marx is a philosopher, and if Marxism has had any impact on the world, which of course it has, then clearly philosophy matters, and we could point to other examples. But in the case of Hume, he's not an especially original thinker, in that he's taking certain intellectual currents and I think bringing them into sharp focus. He's rather like a funnel for a particular stream of Enlightenment thought, the more empiricist tradition, and he's trying to work out what would that look like when we make it as consistent as possible, and what are the implications of it. Did Hume intend to have a big impact on culture? Did he have great ambitions? I'm not sure that his expectations were particularly high, but I think his ambitions were quite grand. His first work he describes as an attempt to offer a complete science of human nature. Now, I think even that was a bit of rhetorical overstatement. I mean, even he knew that there were some gaps in his thinking and some details to be worked out. But his project as a whole was an ambitious one. And presumably he thought that if people latched onto this, then it was going to have a lasting impact. It was going to have a lot of influence, and that was certainly his hope.